Everybody, Scott.Holmberg from Pacific Residential Mortgage here with.
I'm Sam Terrell, real estate broker, rural land specialist with Land and Wildlife.
So Sam and I have started the Central Oregon series. So this is number two. And we're really just kind of want to talk about Central Oregon and the things that we do and enjoy and why we live here and things like that. So I do know, though, if you happen to hunt in Oregon, that today, Friday, is the last day you could put in for your draw units. So Sam, are you putting in for any draw units?
Yeah, I am actually. We did the online draw thing last night and made sure that we put in for all the different hunts. And it's funny. This morning, I was seeing some posts on Facebook, and I have buddies that are saying they'd rather spend 20 minutes waiting in line than spend 15 minutes online and not get drawn. And that was this big post on Facebook this morning, and then just huge cascade of comments underneath it. And I was looking at it, and I wanted to ask you, do you think there's any validity in that? I mean, is that kind of like Bigfoot status or like Nessie or something, some weird force of nature that's affecting online versus inline tag put-ins? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think we're diving into the world of Nessie and Bigfoot on this one. We might have an Area 52 in Oregon that we don't know about. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there is some long-standing traditions. The switch from doing stuff in person at a place and talking to someone, and now the shift to doing a lot more stuff online, it is interesting because there's a lot of traditions when it comes to hunting, so that could play a big role in that as well. Standing in line for 30 minutes, I mean, it doesn't sound like a very fun tradition, but that could be part of it. And that might be why they're like, oh, I'm not doing it because if I don't do this, and then I'm not going to draw, and I'm going to blame that. So, I mean, and I got to laugh because I played college baseball, and so
a lot of superstition in there.
There's some superstitions there, and I did partake in a few. I mean, I had a hitting streak where I started with 37 cents in my back pocket, and the 37 cents didn't leave my back pocket until I didn't get a hit. So I get it. I understand it.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was all about ease this year, and just being able to try to figure out the system too. Because when you navigate the ODFW website, it's not 100% user friendly. I'm not going to say it's a terrible website, but I'm going to say it's a little difficult to navigate. That's about as far as I'll go with that one. But it was really cool because it's once you figure out where to go in the portal, you can click and add the hunt numbers that you want, the areas that you want. But I was actually doing it with my girlfriend Erica sitting in with us, and I was with my buddies. We're on speakerphone. We're going through. I have a spreadsheet with colors. It's all color coordinated, so we know what we're doing with what species for what dates. Try to keep everybody on the same page. But she had kind of mentioned to me. She said, "Well, what's point saving?" And we kind of talked about it. But is that are you a point saver, Scott?
Yeah. So I have right now. I'm just point saving because I just archery hunt. So a couple of the, we'll say, more sought after units are probably in the upwards of 18 to 23 to 24 points. So I've got a really good area that we hunt that's still general, so I don't have to burn points to hunt it. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm doing the same thing for antelope, just point saving. And then you always do your bighorn sheep, and you just pray to the gods upstairs, say, oh, maybe I can draw. But that kind of brings up another point of there is planning involved because, I think the archery antelope season is like 10 days. Mm-hmm. And it happens to be right in the middle of archery, deer and elk, or if you do a rifle antelope tag, it could be that first week. So you got to plan some things. And if you do get one of those draws, you got to hope that you have your vacation saved up and you're changing family plans because, I mean, there's your shot because it could be another 10 or 12 years before you get that opportunity.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And that's something that I was talking about. I mean, I don't know, for people that don't hunt, I think a lot of times it kind of looks like people go to the store, they buy a tag, they have their rifle, they have their bow, whatever they're using, and they just kind of go out and do this thing. And it's like, oh, wow, you go in the woods for a week with your friends, oh, big whoop. But what I'm finding is when I talk to people that don't hunt, whether it be my girlfriend or friends that I'm trying to bring into the sport, They go, holy wow, there's a lot of planning here. And I go, yeah. And they go, well, what's the difference between hunt number 1 and hunt number 2? And I go, oh, that's the dates. That's a first season hunt or a second season hunt. You know, do you want to hunt a little early or hunt when there might be some snow on the ground where you can track an animal? And they go, okay, so like it's going to be cold then. You're like, yep. So how cold do you want to be on your hunt?
Yep.
And I think that at least as far as kind of talking to people that don't know what it's all about, helps kind of create this dialogue that, yeah, as hunters and outdoor recreators, even fishermen and as well, you know, we have to navigate more than just going out there and dealing with the elements or pursuing game. We have to figure out how to stay legal, how to stay within the seasons, how not to miss a deadline, you know, like our May 15th, you know, put in. I missed a spring bear deadline or even getting a point because they changed the rules this past season. I looked up and I went, wow, I missed it by a day and a half. I'm an idiot. So, you know, it's one of those things where I think most people expect it to be easy and it's not. And that's where I think sometimes breaking into the hunting realm can be kind of difficult. You know, there's a steep learning curve for figuring out, like, where am I going to go? What do these numbers mean? You know, am I going to be one of those 30 people that are chosen for this tag? Or is it worth putting in, you know, giving out thousands of tags or hundreds of tags, and then you're there with every other Joe Schmo walking around in the woods for a week? So kind of an interesting perspective for people that don't fully understand or just getting used to the process.
Yeah, there's definitely some more planning involved than you would think. So I think that's a great point to let people know that, yeah, this isn't just some random thing. I mean, you've got, like you said, you've got spreadsheets and that's just Oregon. I mean, I know some buddies that will hunt Idaho and Colorado. And I mean, so it's just like, okay, January, I've got this, and this. In February, I've got this state, this state. So you need like a separate computer for all the draws.
Yeah, have your own, kind of home base telecommunications system going all the time. Get every heads-up display.
Need to hire an assistant for my draws. So, yeah.
Right, yeah, my draw assistant. Hey, that's a service that we could offer. You know, hey, charge by the hour. We'll make sure you got everything you need. Line up all your hunts for you, send you a color-coded spreadsheet, and then there you go. Keep you organized.
Exactly. So, what you got any plans for this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to be heading down to I'm showing some properties today. I'm heading down to South Central Oregon, down near Lakeview, to show some property around Drew's Reservoir. And for people that haven't been down there, it's a pretty good place to fish for trout. But just to the southwest is a place called Dog Lake. And it's spring-fed, and I haven't fished it personally, but I have a rod in the car just in case, because supposedly it's some of the best warm water fishing you can get in the area around there. And then, it's my girlfriend's 30th birthday this weekend, so we are going to spend some time at the lake cabin near Klamath and get a little R&R in there over the weekend. Maybe try to find a morel or two after the rain. So what about you?
Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be heading. I'm going to be doing the backyard work this weekend, so we'll be doing some sprinkler systems and hauling dirt and stuff like that to get the backyard ready. So hopefully, but it sets up so that we can go camping Memorial Day weekend, so I'm looking forward to that.
Nice. Yeah. Have a camping weekend, return to a beautiful backyard. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. We had some technical difficulties, as you can tell. The internet kind of went off and on at the end of our little video between Sam and I, but I just wanted to say thank you very much for taking a watch. Also, let us know what you're doing this weekend in the comments. Have a great weekend.